So here's a story about how two fellas sold a millisecond for billions. There was a chap by the name of Brad Katsuma, something like that, and he was working up in Canada in the RCB bank. He got tired and said, fuck it, I'll go down to Wall Street and chance my arm, right? So he heads down and he gets this job. It may or may not have been in Goldman Sachs, one of the big ones. And he's there looking at his computer one day and he tries to book a sale. He tries to sell or trade 10,000 shares at a price of $22 and his computer freezes. So he gets on the phone and he rings the tech guys. Come up here, lads. I've a bit of a problem here with my computer. So the techie guys arrive up. How are you, Brad? How are you getting on? Not bad. Now look, I'm trying to sell these shares here, 10,000 at $22, and my computer freezes. What's going on? And the clever fellas say, hold on a second there, Brad. We'll get the calculator. So they get the calculator. Hold on now, we'll figure this out. Pop, 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 pop. Computer says no. They say, Brad, listen, there's something going on. It seems to us, or it appears to us like, Brad, your problem is your internet is shit, and there's these guys doing what later became coined as front running. There's some lads who are able to figure out what you're doing before you even do it, and they're using faster internet so that they can sell their shares to you at a higher price. How'd you like them apples, Brad? Brad says, I don't like those apples. So you're telling me my shitty internet is costing me big bucks? He says, yeah, Brad, that's what we're saying. So Brad gets on the grapevine. He has a bright idea. He needs to figure out how to get fast internet. He needs faster internet so he can get ahead of these cunts that are front running him. A man by the name of Ronan Bryan, who arrived over in America in the 1990s, had been working in the telecommunications industry. He picks up the phone to Brad, and Brad says, I want to figure out how to sell milliseconds for billions. Talk to me, Ronan, talk to me. And Ronan says, listen, Brad, if that's your real name, I've been in telecommunications for quite a while, and I'll tell you this, internet speed breaks down into three factors. You want to have your bolts, your logic, and your lines. The bolts is the machinery that they use in the service providers, in the internet service providers. The logic is the software that they use in cahoot with that machinery, and the lines is your fiber optic cables underground. Brad says, fuck that for the game of chess. Get on the plane there, Ronan. Come out here, we'll figure this out. Ronan flies out. How you getting on, Brad? Not bad, Ronan. Let's sit down. Let's hash this out. Ronan says, right, we're going to try and sell milliseconds for billions. We need fast internet. These motherfuckers are front running us. Hold on till I figure this out, Brad. Hold on. Brad says, go on, sure. Ronan's scratching his head, as an Irishman does in that situation, comes back to him and says, we need a coder. We need a coder to crack this one. So Brad goes back onto the grapevine, the same grapevine where he found Ronan, and he eventually tracks down this coder that's been working for Goldman Sachs. He gets on the phone. How you getting on there? How you getting on? I can't remember his name. How you getting on there? Do you want to come out here to Wall Street? We're going to sell milliseconds for billions. And your man says, you're not going to be able to sell milliseconds for billions because this shit is locked down. I'm in a set of golden handcuffs over here. Goldman Sachs ain't going to let me out of this one, and they're not going to let you develop that software you think you're going to develop. And Brad and Ronan say, look, come on, we'll give you loads. Come, jump on a plane. He's actually in the process of he's in the airport, and a couple of cunts in suits stop him. They arrest him for allegedly robbing the code from Goldman Sachs, which hadn't even been developed yet. The FBI doctored his affidavit and he was given 8 years. Brad and Ronan say, fuck me, lads. Wall Street have this locked down. Anyway, Brad and Ronan being the underdogs, they get on the grapevine again. They find this young fella, goes by the name of the puzzle solver. and they say to him, listen, can you do XYZ? We're trying to sell milliseconds for billions. The puzzle solver says, I can, I'll come down there with my mate, we'll be down there tomorrow, right? And the rest is history. In combination with Brad, who's the stockbroker guy, Ryan, who is the Irish internet guru, and the problem solvers who know their shit in coding, right? Together, they figure out how to sell milliseconds for billions. You just need the fastest internet in the world. That's it, mate.